Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So this is the Python file handling tutorial number 5, and if you have not seen previous tutorials for file handling, please go ahead and watch them. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. So in this tutorial, I will be telling you how to deal with CSV files in Python. So as you know, CSV files are most commonly used for bulk operations in programming, whether it is Java, whether it is C, or whether it is Python. So you must know how you should deal with the CSV files. So for opening CSV file, for dealing with the CSV files, we have a module CSV. We have a CSV module in Python that will be used for dealing with the CSV files. Okay, so let's try to open a CSV file and open this file in a read mode. We dot reader. Let's have that. So this is the common structure for managing a CSV file, and this method has another argument, which is the delimiter. You can give the delimiter if you want to specify. Now let's try to see what is the type of this object reader and what is inside the reader before we move on to see the content. Let's run that. So as you can see, the type of this reader is a CSV.reader object, which is very implicit. Let's call this CSV reader to prevent it from conflicting with the keyword. Okay. Now we have a reader object that has the contents of the file. Let's try to read the file. Okay. So since it's an iterator, so it returns an iterator, we have to iterate it or using the loop. So in this, you can see the data is printed. So all rows are returned as a list when you use for loop. Okay. So this is the simple mechanism to read the CSV file. This is very common and very useful across all Python programs. Okay. Now since we have seen the reading, so you can use if your CSV file is separated by some other delimiter, you can pass that delimiter here. Okay, whatever delimiter you pass, it will be treated as it is. Also, if you don't want to pass this argument, the default is the column will be the default for CSV. The CSV names is comma separated file, so the default will be the comma. Okay, now let's see how to write the CSV file. So we have read the CSV file. Now let's see how we can write the CSV file. So for writing the CSV file, we have to open again. Since it's a file object, we have to open it again in write mode, right? So let me copy that. Let's give it a new name, test.csv, and open it in write mode. CSV reader, CSV dot reader, CSV file. Okay, sorry, not the reader. Now we are trying to write it, so we have to use the CSV writer. And again, like the previous method of reader, if you do not pass anything, the default comma separation will be treated as a comma. But if you want to give something, you can give the delimiter by giving pipe this time. Okay, We have a CSV reader object ready. Let's call it CSV writer for clarity. CSV writer is equals to, now what we are trying to do, we are trying to write the file. So what we will do, we are going to try to write this file. Call the write row function. So what we'll pass in the write row, we will be passing a list again, like as you have seen. We the response we got was a list. So let's pass the list name state. Okay, let's add one more row here. Shall by, and after we have written the file, we need to read the file, right? So let's copy this for reading. But we need to see what are the contents of the file and just run it. Okay, so writer is not reading the delimiter. Okay, let's try to run that. You can see, so we have given the name state hashel and y, so we have read the file. So this is how you simply write the csv file. Okay, so there will be a csv writer dot. Okay, so we have written the file, we have seen that, but now one problem. Mhm. Suppose you want to write it with a header, right? So in this structure we have not used any header. So what we'll do, let's suppose that you have a, this is your header file. Yes, let's call this as header. These are the column names. Okay, and what will you do, instead of using the writer, we will be using the dict writer. So what dictwriter will do, dictwriter will have, will convert the data to a dictionary format, and then and then it will use that as a, it will use them as a column. Okay, so for writing the header, we have to use csvwriter dot write header. Okay, when we will go to read the rows, it will print them as a read. And this, oops, sorry, not the, since we are using dict, let's use them as a dict. If you say, since it was a dict writer, I have to pass the dictionary. When I have passed the dictionary, this is how the output is. So this is how you can write to a CSV. Let's move to the next segment, which is about how to deal with the pandas when you are handling the CSV files. Okay, so for using the pandas, first you have to install that. If you do not have it, you can use pip or brew. Okay, for installing that, installing the pandas, and then again you have to import it. Import pandas. How will you read using the pandas? So let's call that as df data frame and as dot read csv. As you can see, it has features for reading csv as well as for excel. Okay, here that's file name. Okay, and then simply print the df. This is for reading. See, the file is printed along with the keys. If you don't want to have the keys with you, you can just remove that. Okay, so this is basically the index. So if you don't want the index, let's keep index as index all. Let's keep them as name, not this name, but this name. Okay, so the index, it does not have the index. Sorry, CSV file. This is all about reading the file from the pandas. Okay, if you have for writing also you can, if you for writing also if you have the data, then you can simply use df dot to csv. Okay, in df dot to csv you give the file path here, file name, file path along with the file name. It will convert it to the csv. Okay guys, thank you for watching this video. Please do like and subscribe my channel.